Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. Before we go into the next episode here, I just thought I'd say something. I noticed within the first three episodes thus far that there's some in-game volume jankiness to them. It just doesn't sound right. And it only starts to happen like every first within the first 20 minutes of the video or so. And it's temporary, of course. It happens every 10 minutes before it wears off for the remainder of the video's runtime. No, I don't know how or why it happens, and unfortunately, it is gonna keep happening for the remainder of the Tier 1 videos that I have already recorded previously. I don't know, maybe I can, um, maybe I can record these videos in bits next time, so every 20 minutes I have to stop recording before the in-game volume gets out of hand. I don't know, we'll see. As a side note, I also noticed that in one of the brochures, the word advised is spelled with a C rather than an S like it should be. But I'm pretty sure they fixed that by now. Alright, with all that being said, back to our regularly scheduled programming. Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, DanJo, the Mysterious here, and welcome to episode 4 of MaGMML3. I am back at the hotel where, oh, there's Ernest. Ready to get started? Well, no, you're really only competing. Yeah, you actually say the same thing. What did I expect? Ernest, what are you doing here? Well, what are you waiting for? I know I have a vested interest in you, Mega Man, but the tournament won't exactly wait for you to finish dawdling around. Yeah. Great. Thanks for the info. And you say the same thing too. Okay, so as soon as I complete Tier 1, then he'll let me in there. Alrighty. So anyway, who are you? Hotel security, that's me. I have to check you for any questionable possessions, with your permission, of course. Okay, proceed. Well, you don't have enough ranks to enter the finals. You haven't exhausted every source of energy elements out there. Not enough trickster tokens yet to afford everything. If you want to trade your tokens, see Chanceman at the casino. Now then, balls. I don't know if 942 is enough, but there's still merch out there to buy. What about gacha capsules? Oh, maybe it's too early to talk about those. And oh, never mind, you don't smell a free fish. I was expecting you to have one more item, but perhaps there's a corner of the hotel you have yet to explore. That concludes the security check. Please allow 6 to 8 weeks to process your results and enjoy your stay. Okay. Hello there. I can't believe I was turned away at the door. Honestly, one convention center complains about you and suddenly every big event says you're not allowed in. I've got half a mind to go back there and smash the place up again. Because you're a living weapon? Yeah. We can really do that to you. Anyway, I'm back at Tier 1 to play another level. One down, 174 more to go. Yippee. Also, there's a star over there. That means I collected everything in that level. Anyway, 174th place is CRASHMAN Simulator by Boris225 with the score of 18. And there's also a 25% time penalty, like the last one. 18, 10, 40, 32, 20. Those are the judge scores for this level. 1 energy element, 1 trickster token. Okay, let's go. Hi, CRASHMAN. Oh no, CRASHMAN is going to kill you. If he dies, the floor will fall and you will fall to your dirt. So you need to make CRASHMAN pass this obstacle course to fight him in the end and escape from those unestable blocks. Use your lemons fire button to make CRASHMAN jump to your direction. Okay. Grammatical error is grammatical. So I'm assuming you have to get either of these 2 CRASHMAN to the end? Okay then. I wonder if you could get that trickster token as this AI CRASHMAN though. Probably not. What's with the blue health bar though? And I keep getting frozen in place every now and then. Is that FlashMan doing that? I'm guessing it's FlashMan. I even hear the shots too. Well, I could at least get one of the CRASHMAN over there, at least. Maybe that's what I need to do. If CRASHMAN himself can cooperate. And I don't get frozen every few seconds. Thank you very much. I deem it kind of unnecessary. Well, at least I got CRASHMAN underwater now. Oh! I was right, FlashMan is here. Doesn't look like you can go the other side? Anyway, I have to get rid of FlashMan now. Oh. I killed CRASHMAN in 1 hit! What do you know? Oh, and I died. Well, that's just wonderful. Let's try this again. I thought I was supposed to be guiding CRASHMAN, not Gemini Man. Why are there 2 of you? So I can't get the Trickster token with the AI CRASHMAN. That's okay. But that's understandable. That can be way too hard to code. And probably illegal for the contest? I have no idea. Okay, I got 2 of the CRASHMAN in here this time. Now, if only I can get 2 CRASHMAN to go into this underwater section. Quote unquote. If I could even go in there and get the Trickster token myself. Good thing the CRASHMAN can't attack me from here. Otherwise, I'd have something new to worry about. Besides Flashman freezing me every few seconds. Alright. Let's try and actually deal with it. And the cheapest way possible, apparently. Oh, thanks for that. It's extra damage to me. Oh, great. CRASHMAN is making it harder to cheese this fight. First, I had to deal with Flashman, and now this. Finally, you're dead. Alright, now to deal with CRASHMAN himself. Come with me if you want to make your escape to a dead end. Alright. So I have to defeat you then. Alright. Killed you in one hit again. But no energy elements. Why can't I go in there? Maybe if I can go up to the very top. I can't do that either? Maybe it has something to do with the other CRASHMAN. Alright. Let's get the other CRASHMAN out of here. Again, I can't get the Trickster token with the AI CRASHMAN. How do you even get it? Okay, CRASHMAN, cooperate now. Come on, CRASHMAN, you can make that jump. It's not that hard to do. Alright. Now for the underwater section. CRASHMAN's underwater section. Oh! Well, you made it out. Huh. This time you take a lot more hits. I'm guessing you're the real CRASHMAN, and that other one was a decoy. Very well. Let's actually defeat you for real this time. Hurry. Oh. I immediately got the energy element. Okay then. But again, I am not sure how to get the Trickster token. Do these CRASHMAN have something to do with this, I wonder? I'm not even sure if you have to defeat all the bosses, including Flashman. Because I noticed I noticed parts of the floor are breaking. So that's gotta mean something. I still have to deal with CRASHMAN's time-stopping powers again. Which only stops time for me, and not for CRASHMAN. Typical. Alright, time to deal with you again. And CRASHMAN. Okay, so you're the real CRASHMAN. Don't want to die here now. Time to find your weakness weapon. Okay then. Let's try Thunder Beam. Hit you. Thank you. Now to deal with you. Okay, so the energy element is not there. I still can't get over there, though. I'm guessing I have to defeat both CRASHMAN in order for the energy element to appear. Oh. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Look at him go. Now, if only I can... Okay, I got him down. Well, that happened. Alright, let me finish you off. Okay, so parts of that floor is broken. Let's see if... Oh, now I can go in there. Okay then. Trickster token, here we come. And the floor continues to break. I don't know what the point of that is. I'm guessing if you don't make it in time, then you are dead. You will fall to your dead. Alright, I got the Trickster token and the energy element. So we're good. I mean, it's an interesting concept, I will give it that. Let's look at the judge comments. Well, this is a familiar feeling concept. I know I've played it in MaGMML3 before, multiple times. Having to lure around CRASHMAN, or rather CRASHMAN, so he's safe to kill later seems like a neat idea. But in practice, it's actually really frustrating to control, turning the experience into a chore with how long CRASHMAN's gauntlet is. Having to lure two at once is just a cherry on top, as they're very, rarely synced up. Sorry. But then there's also a FLASHMAN at the end of the section, and the floor doesn't explode unless you kill all 3 of them. As a result, you can just use Tornado Blow and Spark Chaser to kill the CRASHMAN, and then go kill FLASHMAN to claim the element. I rather doubt that was the intention, and it breaks the level clean in 2. That might be a good thing though, it would have been super annoying otherwise. Okay then. I get what you're going for here, but it doesn't work. It really doesn't. Influencing the movements of a boss to solve a puzzle is a decent idea on paper, but in execution, it leaves a lot to be desired. For as simplistic as this level is, trying to do this the intended way by getting 2 copies of CRASHMAN to cooperate with jumps is downright tedious. You somehow managed to get them to the end though. You now have the task of dealing with 3 bosses at the same time. This whole process would be really frustrating if it weren't so easy to cheat it. The floor doesn't break away until all 3 bosses are dead, meaning you can just use weapons that can reach the CRASHMAN from below, like Tornado Blow or Spark Chaser, and then head to the right to deal with FLASHMAN alone. While I'm thankful that there's a workaround to the frustration this level could cause, I still can't ignore the fact that this is a glaring oversight that breaks the whole point of the stage. Maybe this could have worked out better if it was split into different segments, along with using different bosses that you had to avoid rather than indirectly control. I'm honestly not really sure what else I could suggest here, other than to get more people to playtest your stage next time. You'd be surprised by how many ways are any given level. Even the most basic of ones can be broken. Clash of Crashes. Well, this was certainly a weird little experience. I find that the concept of manipulating and escorting an enemy through a series of obstacles to be a pretty neat gimmick. As the current stage stands, however, it is kinda more like a proof of concept than a fleshed out execution. Which is a shame. At least that's what I think the stage was trying to go for anyways. It actually isn't really clear what good it does for sending the CRASHMAN to the end. If anything, it makes the end fight more difficult, pitting you against both Flash and Crash at the same time. While they kinda just spawn camp you a lot at the little hole you have to get out of. Come on now. I do notice the platform you start on disappears if any of the CRASHMAN were to be eliminated, so it's kinda an enforcement mechanism in place. It doesn't work though, as you can just ignore the CRASHMAN doing their own thing in their chambers and go about your way to the end. Right. Pardon me, but I believe you're looking for the Make an Experimental Mega Man Maker level contest, which is down the hall. Unconventional escort quest? Actually pretty cool. Blowing up the floor to deter a premature victory? Smart. Communicating the rules to the player up front? Much appreciated. But that's where the question cease having positive answers, so I'll stop asking them. Visually, this is the level equivalent of paint swatches from the hardware store. Decide which Mega Man 2 tile set best fits your simulator room. The Bomberman section is begging to be animated. A patch of unsightly, non-solid tiles sticks around after the floor explodes. Some other music after the bosses are defeated might have been nice. Thanks to haphazardly arranged architecture, with invisible slopes no less, navigating CRASHMAN through the level is a mostly tedious affair, which reaches peak difficulty right before the easiest part. Without any hazards to you or CRASHMAN, however, the whole exercise is pointless. It's a time-wasting journey that ends in a sloppy boss team-up. Assuming you play the level as intended, that is. Contrary to what the typo-ridden text box says, the floor only collapses when you've destroyed all 3 bosses. Among other strategies, you can immediately obliterate CRASHMAN and his flagrantly accidental doppelganger with Tornado Blow, saunter over to the ladder, and hit FLASHMAN from the ladder with Magnetic Shockwave, thus completing the easiest damage-free run in the contest. I do like the idea of needing to traverse CRASHMAN's path in reverse to get the token, but aside from checking if the invisible wall is still there after the bosses explode, there's nothing to it, aside from saving a smidge of weapon energy to get back out. Fun concept, dysfunctional execution. Oh look, a comic. Huh? Inside you, there are 2 CRASHMAN. One is jump, one is shoot. 2 broken halves of the same. You will win. That's not how it... Oh, God! You do not look well. We not challenge. I inject glass to help make challenge. Yep. We are ultimate challenge. Sure, Bobby, let's get you to an orange pop. I like orange. Sparks' comics strike again. I mean, again, I do like the concept, but it's executed very poorly. Oh, hello. Intruder spotted. Pursuing target. Pursuing target. Pursuing target. Error. Mobility system non-functional. That's what happens when you're all rusty. The acid rain does not help here, buddy. Yeah, he's most certainly not okay. Wow. That is a lot shorter than I thought it would be. Granted, this is approximately 30 minutes long, but it's still shorter than the rest of the episode so far. It's definitely a much needed break compared to that level. But we're not talking about that anymore now, are we? No. Okay, so like last time, I'll be reviewing the level that I have just played. So, with that being said, number 174, CRASHMAN Simulator by Boris225. So, you want to make a good Mega Man level, but you don't want to make just some ordinary level. Nah, that would be boring. Let's instead have this mechanism where you can control CRASHMAN within the level with the help of your buster shots so you can help him make it to the end, but not before defeating him to get the energy element. That sounds like a neat idea. On paper. In execution though, it crashed harder than a bomb waiting to go off. What you have to do is get CRASHMAN, CRASHMAN. Seriously, I thought we were dealing with him, not Gemini Man. What's with the decoy? Anyway, what you have to do is get 2 CRASHMAN to the end of this simulation so you can destroy them and get the element. Pretty simple, right? Well, this supposedly simple task is more of a chore than anything else, because whenever you try to shoot your buster to control where either CRASHMAN will jump, they may stop dead in their tracks simply by ramming themselves into a wall. This doesn't help the fact that their jumping distance is unpredictable and someone off screen keeps freezing you in place every few seconds. It turns out the one that's constantly freezing you is Flashman this whole time. Why is Flashman here? I don't know, but he is less of a challenge to overcome and more of a nuisance. But at least you can still somewhat control CRASHMAN's jumping while you're frozen in time. I will say though, I like how helpful, although grammatically incorrect, this info box is when it comes to how to beat the level. For the most part. What I mean by that is, it also says here, and I quote, "Oh no, CRASHMAN is going to kill you. If he dies, the floor will fall and you will fall to your dirt." Except nothing can kill CRASHMAN here. Nothing but you and your weapons anyway. So yeah, that's rather pointless. Plus, not only do you have to defeat 1 or 2 CRASHMAN, but also Flashman. Only then can you not only get the energy element, but also go into this simulation yourself to get the trickster token. Although that wasn't very clear. I do admire how ambitious you made your level. But unfortunately, this simulation has gone terribly wrong. I am going to give CRASHMAN Simulator by Boris225 31 out of 100. Well, it's certainly better than the last level I played. At least to me. But this is Tier 1 we're talking about, so that's not saying much. And besides, we got a lot more slop to take care of before we move on to the other tiers. This has been DanJo the Mysterious, and I am going to keep an eye on that big eye just in case. From a distance. Oh, and Happy New Year! Until we meet again.